My name is Winona Taybron, and I have been knowing Lee Harris for over 40 years. We was both raised in Cabrini. He stayed in 1150 North Sedgwick with me. His mom had all boys, and she wanted a girl, and I used to go up to her house all the time. His mom and my mother was friends, and that's how I met Lee. Once we was going to play a softball game, and one of the guys from the building approached Lee and was getting ready to fight him, and said that he had lied on him to the police. So they were trying to beat him up, and we begged them, please leave him alone. Let us go play our softball game.
You know, I see that it's important that the police keep saying that I was an informant, right? Now follow me.
Okay.
If, let's say that's true, why would they go and tell the people on the street? You know, the police told the people on the street. Why?
Why do you think?
I know why. Because that way they had control of me. That's how they get control. You can't go back to that area now because we done contaminated the area for you. And that's, you understand what I'm saying? That's why people don't want to help the police right now. Because here's what happens. Here's what happens. I don't know if you know this or not. You may help one of them, and he'll tell his buddy, "Well, my man Lee Harris helped me out." Okay, so his buddy will come to you and say, "Listen, why don't you help me out?" And you say no. So what he do is he go back on the street and tell everybody on the street, "Well, Lee Harris is a snitch. Watch what you're doing." Then he'll come right back and say, "You still don't want to help him?" And he'll keep that cycle going until it's unsafe. The police is what told everybody in the area that I was helping them. The people didn't know. They didn't know. They didn't know until they went back out there to tell me and told me. And that's a dangerous game they play. But that's how they control me. You know, and I've been meaning to discuss that with you. That's a dangerous game they play. And they keep that game up, and they keep that up, and it follows you even down here in the penitentiary. Down here in the penitentiary, some kind of way, all of a sudden, an inmate got a copy of your police report, or an inmate got a copy of just a page or two of a transcript. Hey, how did you get that? And then, don't worry about it. I got it. I know everything about it. So, you know, those are dangerous games they play. But nobody look at that. How do people on the street know that you're helping them if they don't go back and tell them? Can you answer that for me, please?
I can't.
If don't nobody know but me and you, and then the next day, 2 or 3 people on the street know it, how did they find out? If I didn't tell them, they had to tell them because then nobody know but me and them. You understand what I'm saying?
They put your life in danger.
They put your life in danger. That way you have to depend on them. And the only way that they help you at that point, you got to keep on helping them. And that's crazy, you know. And people don't believe that happened, but that's why people don't trust the police. That's why people don't come forward and tell police what happened. Because they'll tell one guy trying to be a good guy, and he'll mention it to his buddy, and his buddy will go right back out there and tell the people they're trying to catch. It's crazy. That's a crazy game they play, buddy. A crazy game. And then you wind up in jail like me, doing 90 years. I know firsthand what happens because they made it where I was contaminated, and me and the family was contaminated in the area. We was like the plague. And the only reason we was like the plague because they went out back to the area and told them. I didn't tell them. My wife didn't tell them. The kids didn't tell them. They went out there and told them.
But that guy that was gonna jump on him, the police told him that Lee snitched on them.
So the police let the people in Cabrini Green know that Lee snitched on him?
Yes.
They
let Lee know that he told something on them, and the guy was gonna beat him up, and we begged them not to jump on him.
So the guy that was going to beat Lee up on the way to the softball game, he said that the police told him directly that Lee was a snitch.
Yes.
Police may be close now, they tell me here at Area 6, to arresting the trigger man and the rest of his accomplices. Several police officers were patrolling the Rush Street bar area the night of the attack. That's only about 2 blocks away from where Dana Feitler lives. Those police officers have come forward in the last couple of days saying they remember seeing Lee Harris that night and may be able to help identify the rest of the people with him. Reporting live at Area 6 Police Headquarters, I'm Elizabeth Vargas. Back to you in the newsroom.
Yeah. Well, out of all this time that we've been talking to him, why we didn't say, hey, yeah, he was one of the ones we seen with him. No, that never happened. And you're right. The rest of the cops didn't go along with it. We need to know which cop they tried to tell get to say that. You know, if that was the case, it is no way in the world they wouldn't have used that. It's no way. If the cops remember seeing me with some guys, it's no way in the world that wouldn't have come up again.